85,
90.
90, 95.
We're playing for keeps.
We're on the market. Stay strong, sir.
Sold!
Hello and welcome to GPTV on Wednesday the 5th of November. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Pearce.
And we are a day late as usual, Gary. It is a Tuesday edition, but today it's a Wednesday edition because of the Melbourne Cup. So the Melbourne Cup obviously closes Victoria down for the horse race that was the wet one.
Well, not just, Victoria. It is the race that stops the nation, Phil. So all of Australia pay homage to the wonderful equine heritage that we love, Phil. We know and love. And look, if you don't find me today anywhere, it's because my horse Cadmus won yesterday, the Australian Heritage Cup, which I'm hoping it did, Phil.
Yes.
Or does.
So you're basically letting everybody know that this is pre-recorded on the Monday.
Well, I have to, because we would otherwise be saying, oh, how about that winner of the Cup?
Yes.
Now, one thing I know is I hope you found the winner of the Cup, but I didn't. I know that in advance already because that's how bad a punter I am.
You know how you know you're not going to pick the Melbourne Cup winner, so you know it right now. Yes, viewers, we announced it's Wednesday, but it's really Monday. It's a pre-recorded edition
for Tuesday.
For Tuesday. But you know that you won't pick the winner, but you're still going to put your hard-earned dollars, and they are hard-earned, Gary.
They are.
They're hard-earned.
They won't give it to me.
So you're going to put your hard-earned dollars on a horse that you
won't win.
What
about you? You're a once-a-year punter. The Melbourne Cup was yesterday. Did you have a bet?
No,
in the
I
Melbourne
didn't.
Cup?
I didn't.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because why?
What's wrong with you?
Why?
Where's your Aussie spirit?
Well,
What's got to happen to you?
I've got a huge Aussie spirit.
You've got to have something on the card. 50 cents each way. You've got to have something on the Melbourne Cup.
It just doesn't do it for me. Just putting money and gambling, I'm not opposed
to.
And
the gambling warning ads, Phil, says you're likely to lose.
Yeah.
And I'm going to change it. I'm going to ask you to change it for me. You're highly likely to lose, or you're just going to lose.
Or you're guaranteed to lose.
Anyway, look, if Cadmus won yesterday, don't look for me today because I'll be out celebrating somewhere because it would have been a great thrill. But
on
I don't think it would have.
that Cadmus does win, what is the prize?
It's a pretty good, it's a pretty good prize. I don't think we need to. I'm not going to get into the crassness of money. You're trying to talk about that.
Gary, this is a real estate show. It's all about money.
No, it's not about money. Let's talk about real estate. Talking about money. I've got a bit of theme, and we never ever plan or rehearse anything. But my theme is: what about when someone says, "Why is my house not selling?"
Yes.
Let's talk, because it's interesting, Phil. We have a 96% clearance rate over a year, just about always. Sometimes 94, sometimes 95, and of course everybody's focused on the other 6%. People are cynical. They don't say, "Oh, wow, that's a great." What happened to the other 5 or 6%? So my house is not selling. We're now in spring. My house is not selling. What's going on?
So, Gary, there's generally two reasons a house doesn't sell.
Yep.
It's generally just sometimes that window of time was not enough time to find the buyer.
Yes.
And if you think about it, it's generally a 4, 5 or 6 week window.
Yep.
Doesn't guarantee you a buyer, particularly at the higher levels of price ranges, or it's price related. So often it's those two things, time and price.
And presentation too, I think, by the way. I look at, no. I'll have to step in here, Phil, because there is a third one here, because how often do we pick up a house from another situation, I'll be polite, another situation where the home wasn't sold, we then get appointed as the agent, and we can see straight away the marketing was an issue, Phil, the presentation was an issue, it didn't look good for a variety of reasons. We've reborn the whole property, and people see a different property altogether. So I think presentation...
Well, there's no question.
And marketing matters.
I ran on, Gary, with answering your question on the assumption that presentation was perfect.
No, don't
because presentation should always be perfect.
You know what assume means?
You can only make a first impression once, Gary.
You don't have a second chance to make a first impression, indeed, Phil. I want to talk about another little concept too that I've thought I'll bring to the table. There is competency versus belief. Right now, how often do we go to a listing, they're competitive, and someone will say, you've shown me all the reasons why this property should be worth, say, $1 million.
Yes.
But the other agent believes that he can get about 1, 2, 1, 3.
Yep.
And I want to go with the agent that has the belief, Phil, not the agent that has the facts. What do you have to say about that?
Well, the first thing is if there is a discrepancy that is that wide, and it can happen, sometimes you have to question, does that agent truly believe it?
Yes.
So he might,
or they say they
he or she may come across with this absolutely extraordinary level of enthusiasm. Let's not mistake enthusiasm as a belief. So the first thing I would do is question the belief. But secondly, I think goes to your crux. If you follow a process, then you will determine the value together with the vendor. Now, we all want to shoot for the stars.
Of course we do.
And a good campaign will allow that to happen. But the most important thing is to ground yourself in fundamentals and facts.
Well, I think I often say it, Phil, and I know you believe it. We can promise as agents a process. We can't promise you a price.
Yes.
And sometimes a belief is a very fast shortcut to trying to secure a job or get a listing, and to use a industry jargon, get a listing. But the problem is then, Phil, you have to start working your client back, and you have to have a different story. And we know some agents deal in 2-story houses, not necessarily on 2 stories, but 1 story before they listed it and 1 story after they listed it. So I would say to those prospective sellers out there, just make sure that you understand what the agent's process is. If there's an appraisal, make sure the agent justifies it, because people are never going to look in your home or at your home in isolation. Would you say?
I think the consumer has never been more informed. They have access to data.
Yes.
They have access to other sales in similar price range with similar levels of accommodation. So I think the consumer will always follow value. And if you get your pricing wrong, if you go too high, if you shoot too high, then it's always a difficult process from that point.
Go for competency, don't go for belief, so to speak, Phil. We're now in November. The year is running out. We have a huge weekend. Our biggest weekend for the year is coming up. It's before us. Now, I know you've had a bit of a lurgy, a bit of a flu. You haven't been your 100% fit self.
I am recovered now, Gary, and ready to go.
I say to you often, Phil, that you're very fit. You're very healthy. There's 2 schools of thought. One is that if you weren't so fit and healthy, you wouldn't have recovered and been the way you are. My school of thought is you can be too fit and healthy. The odd cigar, a schnitzel, and some chicken soup and some Coke. Not the inappropriate Coke, some Coca-Cola, Phil. I think those things, hamburgers, I think they strengthen you. I think they make you tougher.
Convinced.
Are you coming over to my side?
Well, I'm convinced in the short to medium term, your solution is probably the right solution, which is if you pump chemicals and bad saturated fats and all of the things that you consume,
it strengthens you, Phil.
It probably does kill a lot of stuff in your system. Although I think at some point it will catch up with you. But there's no question the way I've been feeling over the last few weeks, I was starting to think, gee, maybe I should just be guzzling Coke and eating chicken parmesanas.
Be a bit more Gary. Come to the dark side. Be a bit more Gary, Phil. And I reckon you're going to be better off for it. You don't need all that sleep. You don't need all that exercise.
That squeezed orange juice and oats and
get it all out of your system. All of that stuff. All the grainy things, and turn it into schnitzel and get into the program.
I think I'm with you. Let's talk about what we've got coming up this weekend, Gary, because we've got a very busy weekend.
And we're running out of time, Phil, not just with the show, which is dragging on, and I'm doing that, I know, but we're running out of time to sell this year, Phil, and running out of time for you to buy.
I'm about to list a property in the next couple of days, which will either go for the weekend of the 6th and 7th, or the 13th and 14th of December. And that really then leaves the 19th, and that leaves around the 20th, 21st of December.
Are we doing any business then? I don't know.
We will.
You think so?
But you wouldn't choose it.
No, I don't think you'd choose it. We've got Twilight, by the way.
If you're sitting at home, viewers, thinking, do I or don't I, you do pick up the phone, because if you don't pick up the phone, you will not be able to get in this year.
Yes, the phone call definitely starts the whole process, Phil. But
text,
I think
SMS,
the 13th and 14th.
WhatsApp.
13th and 14th, Phil, is a Saturday, Sunday. I reckon we're going to be twilighting after that.
I think
that's what's going to happen. It won't go to the next weekend. There'll be twilights. We love a twilight.
I reckon it will go to the 3rd weekend of December. Absolutely.
Well, we're
won't be a huge weekend. Let's talk about what we've got coming up this weekend, Gary. How many auctions?
41 auctions.
41 auctions.
41 auctions. And I look at that overwhelming number, and I tell you what, it excites me. And I wish it was 51. And I wish there was a midnight auction too. But 41 auctions, Phil. And talking about twilight, we are not going to wait till the weekend. We are going to slip into twilight zone, Phil. Because you, on Thursday night, on Oaks Day Eve, Phil, you're going to be auctioning in Lock Avenue, East St Kilda, a wonderful 4-bedroom property at 6:30pm, meeting Jeremy Rose.
And Daniel Mickmaker there, Gary. This is a brand new property. It is magnificent. I've been through this property a number of times and absolutely love everything about it. 4 incredible bedrooms, 3 beautiful bathrooms, fabulous entertaining areas, gorgeous north-facing courtyard garden and decked area. That is the bee's knees.
Phil, we're kicking off a very, very big Saturday. We've got 41 auctions. We're in 15 suburbs. We're all over the place, and I mean that in a positive way. At 9:30am, we're going to be in Elliott Avenue, Carnegie. Leo Samuel auctions for Rishi Thacker and Natalia Korapets. Yes.
That's a great apartment, Gary, in a great street with a courtyard garden, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, but it just comes with something so unusual, which is a lovely private green space.
Phil, one of the best apartments that I've ever had the opportunity of auctioning in this price range is coming up at 10:30am if it doesn't get sold before, and that's 12-3A Hewenden Road, St Kilda East.
Meeting Mark Kirkham and Adi Ignatius there, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, undercover car parking with 2 car spaces there, Gary. Beautifully renovated throughout, and we do love that position.
Leo Samuel will not be going to Family Day at Flemington on Saturday, Phil, to wrap up the carnival. Instead, he's had his own little real estate carnival in Toolambool Road, Carnegie at 10:30am.
Meeting Alex Stuper there, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. That's got absolutely everything, Gary. It's beautiful inside. Check out those incredible timber floors. That is the most magnificent home.
We're keeping up the 10:30 action, Phil, this time in Grange Road, Ormond. Idan Gutman and Joel Sir have Jeremy Rosen's auctioning this for them.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space and a courtyard garden, Gary. That's a wonderful home, ready to move straight into, not a cent to spend.
One of Graham Callan's 3 auctions happens at 10:30 in Brisbane Street, Murrindina.
Graham Callan and Alex Stuper have got the honours there, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom and a carport. That's a really good property and very affordable.
Estate style property going off at 11:30am, Phil. You might want to pop in there because you're actually going to be free then. It's a big listing, and Leo Samuel is the auctioneer, and Arlene has been handling that together with Christian De Vries and Dizzy Wang.
Gary, this is the most incredible property. Has a tennis court, a swimming pool, a big period home, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. That really is an estate in the heart of Glen Huntly.
We've got a very pretty home handled by John Sweepo, Philip, at 11:30am at 298 Bamber Road. Jeremy Rosens is the auctioneer.
Gary, we love these homes. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking for a couple of cars. Move straight into that home. And don't we love Bamber Road? It's walking distance to the park and everywhere you want to be.
I know this is the first time this home's been offered in a long, long time, Phil. I've got the auction honours at 12:30. I'm going to be meeting Daniel Peer together with Arlene Joffe in Rainsford Street.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, wonderful garden areas. What a great opportunity to buy land and a very livable home in one of Melbourne's best suburbs.
Leo Samuel flits. He flits and flies, Phil. He's flitting from James Street, Huntley, and flying to Toorak Road, Toorak.
Gary, what a great apartment, what a great position. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space, together with a huge storeroom facility. This is a great building, and of course you've got the Toorak Road, Toorak Groove, or the Toorak Road, South Yarra Groove. That's a great property and a great location.
What a pretty home we have at 83 Estar Road. I know you've got the auction honours for that, and I'm sure you'll be loving that.
Leon Guzenfitter and Lior Barr have had the pleasure of handling this home. What a gorgeous home this is. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car parks, beautifully renovated, move straight in, and of course, walk to the best facilities.
Graham Callan's going to be in Bentley East auctioning 76 Patel Street at 12:30, Phil.
Gary, this is a really good property. Graham Callan and Alex Stuper have been handling this. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, single story, a lock-up garage and another carport area, wraparound gardens. That's a fabulous property in a great location.
I'm getting tired just following Leo Samuel's actions, Phil. He's got such a busy day. He's going to be in Eildon Court, which is a lovely address, at 1:30pm on Saturday.
Eildon Court in St Kilda, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. He's meeting Izzy Anstey there. That's a gorgeous building in an incredible location, and all, of course, walking distance to Fitzroy Street and Ackland Street. A wonderful home.
We're selling a couple of properties in Warnock Road, Phil. One goes to auction on Saturday at 2:30pm, and Leo Samuel the auctioneer.
Meeting his brother Aviv. This is an incredible home, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. You've got a swimming pool, you've got off-street car parking, you've got the most incredible renovation throughout. That's a magnificent home. That should be very popular.
Triple auction action continues, Philip, on Super Saturday, 2:30pm. Graham Callan is auctioning in Rosstown Road.
Meeting Rishi Thacker and Natalia Korapets there. That's a lovely property. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. And again, the most fantastic outdoor decked area. That's a lovely, lovely property.
Phil, a lot of lovely properties in Tucker Road, and you're the auctioneer for this one at 2:30pm.
I'm looking forward to that. Single level, Gary, and it's in the McKinnon High School zone. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage. Meeting Leon Guzenfitter and Lior Barr there.
What a beautiful looking property this is in Kieron Street, Phil. You are bringing down the curtain on a very busy Saturday at 3:30 p.m.
Gary, this is the most incredible property. Wonderful street. Meeting Joel Sir and Daniel Fisher there. This property sits on 750 square metres of prime land. It's the most incredible property throughout. You can move straight in. It's got double bonus points here, Gary, because you've got two double garages, one coming in from the front, one coming in from the rear, and then you've got a multi-purpose room at the rear of the property that could be a home office, it could be a gym, it could be a studio, it could be a kids' games room. It's a phenomenal house.
Phil, that is a big wrap on Saturday. Now, you know, between the two of us, we never close because, you know, you're sweating and jumping and running and having coffees and, you know, talking at 6:30 in the morning.
Early in the morning.
While you're doing that, I'm snoring. But then when it gets to about 11 or 12, then I'm doing all those things. I'm running, jumping, having a happy time, having some coffees, getting my night underway, and then you're going...
I'm already counting sheep.
You are, you're counting sheep. So between the two of us, you'll always find us. And look, I'm not a morning person, but I'm going to manage to do it for the second time in a few weeks, Philip. 9:30am auction. I'm looking forward to this one because it's been very popular.
Good way to kick off, Gary, with a fabulous property.
Love it.
This is
in Kooyong
home
Road.
number 1 at 469 Kooyong Road. You're going to be meeting Mark Kirkham and Adi Ignatius there. This is a single level villa, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, courtyard gardens. That's a great property and a good way to open your ledger.
I'm looking forward to it. 1 of 3, Phil, beautifully improved, and I'm looking forward to going and doing that auction. It's been very popular, so see you there. 10:30am is triple auction action, Phil. You are going to be lucky enough to auction this magnificent home in the Golden Mile of Caulfield
Gary,
North.
it doesn't get any better than 76 Lamia Road. This is the most incredible home or an estate. Describe it as an estate, I think, is the best way, because it sits on 1,042 square metres of land. So firstly, one of the biggest allotments in the Golden Mile of Caulfield North. You've got the most incredible family home, 4 incredible bedrooms, 4 magnificent bathrooms, huge entertaining areas. It's also got a self-contained studio at the rear. Now that could be a home office, it could be in-law accommodation, it could be so many things, but it's got such an incredible presence to the street, and whoever buys this is buying a generational family home. Darren Crongold, Benjamin Rothschild have got the honours.
I'm sorry I won't be there, Philip. We're going to be in North Road in Brighton East, meeting Arlene Joffe for this wonderful property at 10:30.
And Daniel Peer, most charming looking home, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, plenty of off-street car parking, including a garage that's deep enough for 2 cars. That's a really lovely home throughout and at an affordable price range.
Terrific property coming up at 10:30am with Jeremy Rosen's auctioning for Nikki Janova and Jessica Filipovich. This is in Sycamore Street, Caulfield South.
Gary, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a basement car space. Great location, Sycamore. You've got everything on your doorstep. The Hawthorne Road tram and, of course, Princess Park.
Triple auction action at 11:30, Philip. We're going to be in Orong Road in Caulfield North. You have the auction honours.
A stunning apartment, Gary. This is ground floor, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, basement car parking for 2 cars, a luxury apartment with wraparound courtyard gardens. Doesn't get any better than that. And I will be meeting Rafi Joffe there.
One of my former neighbours, Philip, because I did live at 10 Crimea Street, as you know, in Caulfield North some years ago, and my neighbour was at number 8, and I've got the auction honours at 11:30am.
Aren't you lucky, Gary, because this is a charming period home, but it sits on 416 square metres of prime land. What a great place to either do a refurbishment to this house or, subject to council approval, build your new home. You'll be meeting Daniel Peer and Romy Skolnick.
The Esplanade St Kilda, what a groove that is, Phil, and what a beautiful property to be auctioning on a Sunday. Jeremy Roses is
Gary, doesn't get any more classic St Kilda than this. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. You've got incredible views. What a great offering. What a great place to live.
13 at 65 Westbury Street. That one goes under the hammer at 11:30am with Jeremy Rosens.
John Squeepo and Leon Guzenfitter have been handling this property. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. That's a great property, Gary. And don't we love Westbury Street? Walking distance to everywhere you need and want to be.
That's for sure. No time for lunch on Sunday, Phil. We're going right through 4 auctions at 12:30. 57 Fitzgibbon Crescent is one of them.
Leo Barr and Leon Guzenfitter have had the auction honours there. They've been handling this property. What a great property it is. This is just an easy way to get into the Caulfield North market. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Plenty of land, plenty of opportunity.
And I'm lucky to be the auctioneer there, Phil, as you are in Carnarvon Road, also in Courtfield North, meeting Nikki Janover.
And Jessica Filipovic, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and of course you've got everything that you need there and more. You've got the land, and don't we love Carnarvon Road? And
don't we love Virginia Court, Phil? What a beautiful street and address that is. That quiet little court with some wonderful homes, Phil. Number 11 goes under the hammer at 12:30. Leor Samuel's the auctioneer.
This is an amazing house, Gary. Dizzy Wang and Leor Samuel have had the honours there. 4 incredible bathrooms, 4 incredible bedrooms. You've got an indoor swimming pool. You've got everything that opens and shuts. That is an extraordinary home, a luxury offering for the Caulfield South market.
The services of Simon Radolnik are going to be out there as his auctioneer. As an auctioneer, he's wonderful, isn't he? And we're going to meet him in Balaclava Road. Daniel Pearce been handling this terrific apartment with
together
Romy.
with Romy Skolnick. Yep. Gary, what a great building, what a great location, what a great apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 secure car space. That's a great property in a great location.
We are back in Estar Road, Phil, for the second time on the weekend. This is a magnificent home, number 49 Estar Road. You're the auctioneer.
Gary, I love this house. This is a big, stately home next to the Pocket Park in Estar Road. Yes. That's the house with absolutely everything, because you've got 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, a swimming pool. You've got more garden area that is it's just magnificent in every possible way. It's like a brand new house, Gary, that you can move straight into. It's grand and it's an exciting offering for the marketplace.
That's one with one of the best offerings in Caulfield North this year, I'd have to say, Phil.
And that one is being handled by Darren Krongold and Benjamin Rothschild.
I'm going to be in Glen Ira Road, this terrific looking townhouse, Philip. I know it well. It's right on the corner of Hillside Avenue. I love this property. I'm very excited to be meeting Daniel Peer there.
And Bernie Mel.
Yeah, 1:30.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, beautiful parquetry floors. That's a really beautiful home that you can move straight into and be part of. If just, one side you're Caulfield, the other side of the road you're Caulfield North. That's a great address.
Phil, we've got triple auction action at 2:30 p.m. Normanby Avenue in Caulfield North is going to be an auction that you'll be running for Leon Guzenfitter, Phil.
And John Sweepo will be there. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Gary, this has got a lock-up garage. It's a great location. Move straight into that. Get on with life, and you've got everything on your doorstep.
We're back in Westbury Street at 2:30. This time, Leor Samuel is auctioning for Arlene Joffe and for
Daniel Peer. Gary, what a beautiful apartment, and we just love Westbury Street. This has got a fabulous floor plan. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. It's light, it's bright, it's been refurbished throughout. Just move straight in and enjoy living there.
And I get to auction, my last auction on Sunday, Philip, is at 2:30. I get to auction this oversized, magnificent apartment in wonderful Meadow Street, St Kilda East.
Meeting Darren Krongold and Reno Pablo Law. What a beautiful apartment. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, beautifully renovated throughout. It's light, it's bright, and it's just in the best spot.
So I go from auctioneer to support agent, Phil, and I'll be supporting you in Snowden Avenue. What a great home this is at 3:30 p.m.
Gary, if it's still available, may well be sold, so look out for the sold sticker on this. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, lock-up garage. It looks and feels brand new, and don't we love Snowden Avenue? It's just really, it's absolutely central Caulfield.
We're back in Alma Road, Philip, also 3:30 p.m. Jeremy Rosens is auctioning this terrific apartment, and Leon Guzenfitter is the listing agent, and he's been handling it with John Sweepo.
John Sweepo, this is a fabulous apartment, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. It's a very large apartment, Gary. Hard to get a bigger apartment than this. It really is terrific.
Phil, we're bringing down the curtain on the most magnificent weekend. Maybe we've saved one of the best till last, Phil, number lucky 18, Gary, wonderful Airdrie Avenue.
What an incredible property, number 18 Airdrie Road, which is on the corner of Rosemont Avenue. This is the most incredible house. It sits on 668 square metres of prime land, 5 incredible bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, a further car space carport, so you've got 3 car parks. That's a great property. You can move straight in and get on with life as you may contemplate how you might further improve it, but to get into the Golden Mile, that's not the easiest thing, and that's a fabulous house in which to do it. We're meeting there Idan Gutman and Darren 1 Crongol.
Great looking home, Phil. Very, very distinct flavour, that one. Looking forward to being there and seeing you get it sold. Phil, that's a big wrap on our auctions. We've got a couple of properties to talk about. We've got a couple of blocks of apartments, Phil. Let's talk about these.
Want to talk about these two fabulous blocks of apartments. Firstly, we've got apartments numbers 1 through 10 at 4 Rothschild Street, Glen Huntly. That is a fantastic apartment building. 10 two-bedroom apartments sitting on a corner allotment of 898 square metres. So that's a great opportunity. What an incredible investment that is. And then we've got this Elwood Icon. This is, if you know Elwood, you know this building. This is 6 very large two-bedroom apartments. There are only 2 apartments per floor, Gary. So you've got the ground floor, first floor, second floor. The building is completely and totally magnificent.
Yep.
This is probably the I reckon one of Elwood's most famous buildings, and whoever gets to buy that property is buying something that is Elwood iconic.
Yeah, a timeless landmark, that one, Phil. And many of the residents have been there for 30 years. There's someone that's been there for 50 years, I think.
Gary, why would you ever move out of that apartment building? Been in the same family hands for multiple generations.
Decades,
they reluctantly let go. But that is the conclusion to a very big week, Gary.
Well, you need your energy. I'm glad that you're feeling better. You're going to have to pump yourself up with lots of vitamins, Phil, lots of milk and orange juice, and hopefully you are going to be feeling very good for a very big weekend. Now, a lot of these properties could be sold before auction, because some weekends we sell 20 and 30% before, so just be aware of that.
Be aware, watch out, and make sure you take the call from any of our team when they ring, because things are selling before auction.
Things are moving fast. We look forward to bringing you all the real estate news next week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a wonderful week.